First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. On second down, here's Newton. Steps away to his left. Caught left side by Funchess. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Devin Funchess, 36 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Cat and zero out now as he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Play action. Now Trubisky. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 75 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Parkey adds the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. They find some open field here. There he goes, right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 49 yards. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Gano now to add the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. Cat and zero out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And this is caught at the 20. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one. 55 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Here's Trubisky. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. On the ground, McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. And now nothing but green ahead of him. A big play there from McCaffrey. 43 yards on the ground.
And it is still early, just the 1st quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Newton on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Now it's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there for the Panthers. 42 yards. The first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Out of the gun, Newton. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Akeem Hicks in there to get him for a loss of 5. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the gun, here's Newton. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started. And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. And Gano's kick is right through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because
pressure comes and Trubisky goes down. Mario Addison. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On second down, Trubisky. Going to throw right side here, complete. And all the way down to the 37. A huge play there for Chicago. 46 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Trubisky. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Now Trubisky on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Cohen. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bears draw a bit closer.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Parkey with the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Newton on first down. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. A shotgun snap for Newton. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left. That's caught at the 25. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Newton. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the crossing route, complete. That's Robinson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Trubisky to throw again. The screen pass here to Cohen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play.
Well, anytime it's a toss or a pitch play, it's a battle for the edges. Who's going to control the edge of the line of scrimmage? In other words, can the defensive guys hold their leverage? What we were always taught was keep your outside arm or outside shoulder free if you were playing on the play side, meaning the ball coming towards you. And anyone coming from the backside, they're pinching down and sliding down towards it to try and keep people kind of locked into one spot. And, boy, what a great defensive play there. Worn out leverage, running to the football from the inside out. It turned into a big loss of yardage.
Now Newton. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they had the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved. Yeah. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
Pilardi now on the punt as he sends this one away. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Newton being chased out left. Spins away. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On first down. Newton, flush to his right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now a run with McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
To throw is Newton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay. All
right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. It's the fullback taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Cat and zero out now as he'll kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 44. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And his throw is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. And they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. 42 yards. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Parkey adds the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Panthers coming out now. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation. with your offensive unit and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
To throw on second down is Newton. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Newton to throw. On the move to his left. That's Samuel, caught left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Khalil Mack able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Right through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cohen. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down. One last shot for Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.